चलो शुरू करते हैं। पता नहीं पहली बार खेल रहा हूँ ये। New to this comedy, yes, I'm actually very new. No, I'm actually very new to this game. Hey. ये क्या है?
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you?
No.
It does to me. A hell of a lot.
क्योंकि तू पागल है।
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
সন্ধে নেমেছে তাই বলদের বাচ্চা।
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations.
Good.
Flying's in my DNA.
ये कैसा DNA है
Even
भाई?
so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost
Because
faith
people
in the
die.
ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit.
Yes.
Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read.
Drones.
Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming
A
from
special
that.
country is taking advantage of
Know
this,
what?
you know.
Lying smack
Calculate.
dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane.
Eh?
Now, when I say
So what
we,
क्या
I
इसका
mean
story है
me,
क्या
my
भाई?
grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their
Wow.
aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
We'll have warfare in the metaverse now.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone.
सब मर गया शायद।
Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
I was right.
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
It looks like a bomber.
Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my best with this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Of course, if you haven't informed the fucking air traffic control, they were going to shoot you.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Yuzha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission.
10 minutes in the game, I haven't even touched
the
anything.
ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade.
अरे कुछ
As
तो
of
करने दो
today,
मेरे को.
Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the
Yeah.
unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
There's smoke!
We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base!
Good.
This is not a drill!
What should I do?
Is everyone here?
Oh, I just saw this. Yeah, we will need F-16. That's an American plane. चला. Air-to-air missiles चाट्टे, only चाट्टे. What did they? 4180.
Squadron, aircraft operations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper.
Hey,
Hurry, Mage
is
Squadron.
this the view? No. So I have to take
Final
off?
sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the
Yeah,
air
I don't-
ASAP.
Hear that? Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Thank you.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit.
Yeehaw. Chalo.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go.
Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
It's a T.
Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
कुछ नहीं हो रहा.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Hey, सीधा सीधा हाँ. वो दिखे जाए तसोस. साला को तो बोलो मैं. बादल में जाएंगे हम. ओए शाबाश. I can see you.
Way overhead.
Our fuel storage is intact. I'm asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Breaking out of luck.
That's a miss.
Talks to.
Eagle 2, bandit.
Mage 2, water.
Evasive missile.
Boom. चलो.
Target confirmed down. Looking good at Mage 2.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
Banking right.
Mage 2, targets in range. Pair of bombers.
है बाला. वर्ल्डा.
Trigger, stay calm.
MiG 21 आ जाएगा. मेरे उड़ा
The
देगा.
kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Mage 2 enemy has a lock on you.
Evading missile.
Miss. That's a miss.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Okay. देखेंगे.
Bandit sighted.
Mage 2, missile away.
स्टॉल কত তে? আরে বানা ঠিক করে দাঁড়া পাল্টা. কোথায় কোথায় ঘুরতেছে? এই কোথাও আছে. Lock on. Afterburners नहीं? go to Protocol.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon. Mage 2, target down. You'll knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Nice.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Landing
Too
got
shabby,
the
Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some quarters back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2,
Taking
let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Man, right? Target located. Going down.
Column, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Nice shot.
Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass.
UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
MiG-21. Nice.
Breaking out of luck.
He's mine. He's not getting away.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. Call that mission complete. Still got half our baggage. Empty them by the hangars and runways.
Missile launched.
Ready?
Bomber hit by a missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They got here with their little
The
payload.
MiG is still there.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor's under heavy fire!
Miss?
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp and act fast.
Roger that.
Okay, let me go. Bang, bang, bang. Hit.
Enemy in sector B.
Fox 2. Nice. Nice, इधर नीचे गिर जाओगे भाई ऊपर और मिस
Fox 2. Bandit is down.
बहुत close.
Ammunition 0. Ammunition 0. 0.
আরে ভাই বম্বারগুলোকে ধরতে পারছে না বড়দের গাড়িতে Where is the countermeasures though?
Page 2, walking. Missile connected.
Tank hard.
Fox 2. One remaining.
Page 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Nice.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Get going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Gollum 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Yeah.
Seawater at Cuthbert Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Call sign is Page 2. Verify and feedback. Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Gollum Squadron and your wingmen are...
They have a replay system. Nice.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now.
Story.
The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed.
Really?
20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians.
Too much cutscene, too much.
It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Who was the fucking protagonist?
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them.
How?
They should not pose much of a threat. However,
There are
there
anti-air
is a high
raiders, they'll
likelihood that
shoot
the attack will
any
draw more
aircraft,
enemy
no?
air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Oh, easy for you to say. You can obtain aircraft weapons. Mirage unit. I think it's a bomber. Okay. This is near the ground to air, right? Ground.
Mage Squadron, sortie ASAP. Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Let's take a bit of lift.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the weight our vehicle out of there!
The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
Stanley, we're being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
How did that? This is an air to air missile. Oh, multi-tool.
War has
Okay.
officially begun.
We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet. We can't put up a decent fight.
Missile launched. Locked.
Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
Page 2,
The
target
anti-air
down.
radar vehicle's been destroyed. We're going for the radar car.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
My stuff!
Target has been destroyed. Way to go.
The radar vehicles are under fire! Can we move them?
Vehicle.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle!
Fox 2. Targeting
What's the permission? Move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer. We need to intercept that now.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IMF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust our radars.
The enemy aircraft away from the base. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
2 targets remaining.
Just about to go online.
Cover my ass, bitch.
Hell yeah, hostile has been eliminated.
Right. This is Code 4. Enemy missile detected. Enemy has entered clouds. In pursuit.
On his tail. Column 2, you can't go after every target. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Lock acquired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Missile. Missile.
Crush as many as you can.
Missile.
Bandit is in my sights. Okay, let's completely blind those bastards.
Code 4. Missile inbound. Dodge.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback for those warning enemy in your sight. Your manual.
You want my team.
We can understand.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Tracking.
Box 2. Bandit is in my sights.
Hello.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
Attack does not hit.
क्या बोला है बड़ा? ये जो
Missile. Right now.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
चलो बढ़ाओ
Shred the radar network.
টার্গেটটা নে টার্গেট ব্যাংক
Break, do it! There's 6 enemies, and some are really good.
On his tail.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack. Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Got recourse.
আমার একটা বহুত জানোয়ার আছে তো কেটে পড়ো আর একটা রান নিতে হবে
Evading missile.
That's a miss.
হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছি কিন্তু লাগতেছে তো না আমি কি করব
Enemy on your rear.
Fire into your gun. Now! Locked on bandit.
Missile.
Mage 2, missile. Evade!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Enemy dodged. Continuing attack.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Evading missile.
Missile.
এই শুনে বাচ্চা
Fox 2! Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Missile.
Keep your mind focused. All transports have been destroyed. But what were they carrying?
আরে আমার কাউন্টার মেজারটা কিসে আছে দেখি তো
Column 3, Fox 2!
Mage 2 splashed to bandit.
মিগের সাথে পারা যায় নাকি ওরা বুঝ
That's a miss.
Get away from that vehicle.
Mage 2.
Column 3, Fox 2!
Yeah, his guns are firing.
Breaking to escape arm.
pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. Missile fired. Evading.
Missile.
Enemy dodged.
No,
Continuing
wait.
attack. Enemy airstrikes are falling. We're done for.
Fox 2.
Slow down, slow down.
That's a miss.
I'm on this one's tail.
Locked.
Mage 2 enemy has a lock on you.
Fox 2.
Missile hit.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
On your tail.
Warning. Bandit on your 6.
अरे जा भी कोথায় ওরা?
APCs have nowhere to hide. Fox 2.
Boom, चलो.
Clear ground.
Speed बढ़ाओ.
Code 3. Hit the bailout now.
Golem 1. Enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Missile launched.
Mage 2.
5 targets remaining.
Enemy is split.
4 targets remaining.
Bandit evaded the attack.
चलो टॉप फाइट एरिया चलो. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry.
Enemy has a radar lock on you. Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Heads up. Bandit behind you. Column 3. Fox 2.
Careful device formation in the clouds.
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up.
So you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
3 targets remaining. H2 bombs away.
We're losing to them. That's on the ground we're taking out. Can't see it.
Launch preparations complete. What's behind the enemy? Whenever you're ready. Stand clear. 15 meters. Column 3. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Ah, shit drones.
Wait.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogies on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them.
Good.
HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones.
Column 1. That doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Don't try to read their movements.
Okay.
Missile. Missile.
Low on missiles.
Missile.
Okay, I'm low on
Bandit
enemies.
evaded the attack.
Missile.
Bandit on your tail.
Missile.
They have a lock on you. Shake them.
On target 6.
He escaped into the clouds. Fox 2. Fox 2.
What the fuck? এটা বলে মিস
Missile inbound! Evade! I'm in his blind spot. He's fine. Golem 2, the enemy's reading you.
আরে কত মিসাইল বানা মা
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you.
Golem Squadron, surround him. Careful in those clouds. Bandit coming at you.
উড়ে যাও
My wings are iced up.
Shit! I got an enemy in front of me and behind me.
Match 2, box 2.
এটাও বলে মিস
Miss. That's a miss.
Missile inbound, evade. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed in the area. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
Three enemies to go.
I'm iced up.
Missiles depleted.
Ammunition 0.
अब क्या करें
Mage 2, missile launch.
I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
You're doing good. Just 2 more.
Where'd he go?
Front down. 1 to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Wait. Nope, not right now. Okay, let's go up.
Mage 2's in the clouds.
Clouds are screwing up the accuracy.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
Don't eyes up in there.
You're mine. I'll make it quick.
Salah bana boleh bana. What the? Whatever you do, clouds into the process.
Missile launched. Page 2, walking.
Wait. Take a bit of.
I'm icing up!
Missiles remaining.
Ammunition 0.
Boom, चलो.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTP.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. When you shoot, someone gets killed. The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Stall warning.
200 arrows.
Current target is on rail.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone.
ठीक है चल बल.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping forces of various countries, including Osea, suffer major damage. The ships moored around the space elevator and near Gandar Bay have been hit particularly hard. Numerous ships have been sunk and abandoned. Fortunately, our cutting-edge aircraft carrier Kestrel 2 was at sea, so it was spared from the attack. Kestrel 2 is now preparing to launch another attack against Erusia's capital, Farbanti. The aircraft carrier Vulture also managed to escape Gandar Bay safely. However, it lost all its aircraft, so it's sailing empty. Today, the International Union Peacekeeping Force reclaims its bid to the space elevator. The Fort Gray's Island Air Base Squadron will rendezvous with the carrier Vulture for a joint mission. The first objective will be to seize air superiority in Schoppenberg in order to secure a route for the support squadrons. The enemy maintains air superiority over Schoppenberg, so expect heavy resistance from enemy aircraft. There's more, so listen carefully. Right from the start of the war, the enemy has been deploying drones. They're using a new advanced type of drone. The unmanned airborne aircraft carrier, the Arsenal Bird, carries this new drone, MQ-101. The Osean Army headed up the development of the massive Arsenal Birds and dispatched them to the space elevator to provide support. However, it's been reported that the carriers may have fallen into the hands of the Erusian forces. If that's true, it could be a significant obstacle for us. We need to regain control of the space elevator ASAP. Good luck out there.
F-16 F. How do I know it's a fighter air-to-air defense?
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete.
Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position. 100.
Okay.
Trigger, maintain your current approach. meters.
apa रखना है मुझे
That's some nice flying, Trigger.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Gollum and the other bases squadrons already joined forces and are engaged. You guys will arrive right in the middle of the action. Mage Squadron, eliminate all bandits in the current airspace. We have the upper hand, but that doesn't mean we can ease up. Good luck.
Mage 1, we'll go.
Okay, climb up. Chalo. Will rain terror on them. Wow.
Mage 1 to Gollum 1, thank your lucky stars. Looking good, Mage Squadron. Keep up that pressure. Trigger, time to show the other guys that we can wet wild and do dirty, dirty things. Once you hit one of them, stick to him like glue. Don't let him out of your sights, even in the clouds. And so, your first hunting season begins.
अब ये करंट कहाँ से आ गया Nope, that's a hit.
If you can't evade a missile, use chaff and flares. Your fingers should still move even if you're in an IG turn.
Okay, Fox to fire. Chalo. Ha, what? Boom, chalo. Ah, shit.
Fox 3! Fox 3!
कट कर चलेगी वीडियो
Stall warning. Let's do the humane thing and put it down. Nice kill.
One remaining.
Looks like they weren't ready for a fight.
Don't ice up in there.
Oh shit.
Once the enemy gets behind me, that's your chance to take him out.
Roger that.
Yeah, correct. No visual.
Attacking from behind my target.
Mage 2, missile away.
Ah shit.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
I haven't even broken a sweat.
Seems to be crazy to pick a fight with us. A rabid dog would know better.
Missile incoming! Evade! Break!
What the hell?
Caution, missile!
Caution! A large aircraft is approaching. All aircraft, stay alert.
Oh shit, that's a bombard.
We just learned that Eruzia is utilizing the arsenal bird. Those bastards. They had that thing combat ready this whole time.
Enemy has a radar lock.
Just waiting for mission command.
I'll live through this, Trigger. These guys are deadly as the last drones. These guys will go down easy.
Break, now!
All aircraft, no change in game plan. Destroy the arsenal bird.
Golem Squadron, take out Big Baby Huey.
That's a miss. Golem 1, missile in the air!
Damn. Skeleton 1 lost. Skeleton 2, take over command.
Gargoyle Squadron, this is Gargoyle 1. Skeleton Squadron needs help. The hell are we supposed to do?
Status?
Verifying the situation.
Starter bastards. Take them all down. Golem 3, Fox 2, sick 'em. Golem 2, missile, evade.
Evading!
This is Golem 3, Golem 2's hit. Status report. Shit, Golem 2, do you copy?
This is Golem 2. It
How
should
many
still
missiles
be
do
functioning
this
okay.
little thing have then?
Skeleton 3, break! We lost another friendly!
Skeleton 3's lost.
They just keep coming. What's the plan?
Where's that report? Continue to maintain air superiority.
HQ, what's happening?
Skykeeper, I repeat, maintain air superiority.
How'd that happen?
What the hell? Caution. All aircraft, stay alert.
Get out of there!
Breaking!
Evade! Missiles are out. I'm breaking it up!
Skeleton 2 lost.
Shit, we've got incoming!
Skeleton Squadron is down. We've had too many losses. All squadrons, command has ordered a complete withdrawal. Leave the operation area immediately.
Brilliant observation. If they do this earlier, more of us would have survived to hear it.
Save your chatter for the debriefing. Golem and Mage Squadron, give our allies some time to escape.
Will Wilco, but Column 2's hit. Gotta send her back. Let's get dirty, Trigger.
Shoot down those UAVs. Don't let them touch any friendlies.
Column 2, head back to base.
Gargoyle 1, escort Column 2.
Continuing the mission. Still got my wings. Trigger doesn't need to feel it. I'm back and
You won't make any difference up here. Get back to base and cool your head.
Copy that. Returning home.
चलो गाड़ी कराओ.
I've got him in my sights. Bandit is in my sights. Yowza! Call 4, break!
H2, Box 2. Retreating aircraft. Leave the AO. Allies will hold off pursuit. Column Squadron, Mage Squadron, hang in there and come back safe.
That a boy, Mage 2. Just keep firing. That's it, Trigger. They're machines. Don't show them any mercy. Bandit has a lock on me. The longer it takes, the worse our odds of getting out of here are. Machines don't get tired.
More UAVs spotted. Gargoyle Squadron, they might cut off your retreat.
My status is fine. Affirmative.
Gargoyle 1, leading Operation Airspace with Column 2.
Retreating aircrafts, prepare for combat. It's a bogey. Gargoyle 1, Column 2, engage now. Attack.
One bandit, distance 30.
Gargoyle 1. Caution! Missile!
Fast, deploy key.
Skykeeper. Gargoyle 1 lost.
What the hell? Column 2, status report. Just talk to me.
I'm against MSU-30. Orange wingtips. I can't shake it off. It's matching me move for move.
Column 2, stop dogfighting and run. Box 2. Not on my watch.
Okay, I'm here to help. चलो मारो.
Mage Squadron, you're going toe-to-toe with the UAVs. Good work. Mage 2, missile launch. Mage 2, UAV down.
Don't think, focus.
Mage 2, UAV down. Keep it up, buddy.
Fourth-grade aircraft. Who wants to take it easy next time?
I'm dead meat. I don't get it. Why isn't it opening fire? I'm scared. I'm scared.
This is not good. Brody, break off. I've got you now. Firing. Hostile UAV down. Column 1, Box 2.
Column and Mage Squadron, help me.
Get those UAVs off of friends.
This column and Mage Squadron keeping them as sail pull through.
Get your asses out. Fox 2, Fox 2. Locked.
Does Mage Squadron still have their hot shot? Then we just might
Okay,
take it out. Don't look back, just have faith. Column and Mage, we know you were dead. Located.
Hell of a good job, Mage 2.
Pull
Want
up,
as
pull
many
up, pull up,
guys
pull up.
out here as possible.
I'm grateful you're around.
Column 2, what's your status? Status report.
He's a predator. We can eat.
Column 2, get a hold of yourself. Column 2, get away from the enemy.
Mage 2, support! Somebody! Support!
Bandit is down.
Column 2, lost.
Shit. Skykeeper, where's the one that got thrown?
Afraid he's long gone by now. Sorry.
Get those things off my ass.
Coming.
Tied up now. Trigger, can you help him?
Yep.
Fox 2. Going for the loader now. Firing.
All UAVs have been splashed.
I said what I had to say. About what? Not a girl who'd retreat. Just not in her DNA. That was the right decision at the time. No, I should have never let a fledgling like her out of my reach to begin with.
Golem Squadron, Mage Squadron, withdraw.
Page 2, we have you on radar. You are cleared for approach.
এই মনে হচ্ছে ল্যান্ড করতে হবে।
Page 2, you are cleared for landing.
What is that?
3000 to runway. Page 2, lower speed. Page 2, lower nose. You're too high. 1500 to runway.
Hey. Break bar.
You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Perfect, Mage 2. I knew you'd be back. Stand by for further orders. Be ready for your next sortie.
Okay.
Mage Squadron, this is the situation. Golem and...
Unfortunately, the two-front offensive was a failure. The aircraft carrier Kestrel II was sunk during the attack on Farbanti. Carrier... If it weren't for a few extraordinary fighters, many of us wouldn't have made it home. The situation is grim. We have precious little time, however. We have to get to the space elevator.
Here he comes. Mihai's looking worse. Thank God he has his granddaughters here to help him out. They're sisters, 15 and 10. Engaging the enemy in combat so we could use his physiological data to improve the drones had always taken a toll on Mihai's body. But today, he was really showing his age. The drones we based on his data were being taken down at a faster rate now compared to when the war began. When Mihai found that out, he insisted on flying to the front lines to see it for himself. Sometimes he could be so stubborn. His age wasn't the only thing affecting his health. Over the years, flying at high altitudes for prolonged stretches of time had ravaged and poisoned his body. But he was a man of grit. Today, after 28 years, he saw combat again. If his flight suit still wasn't good enough to protect him, I can't imagine how many G's he hit today during the battle. As a pilot, he exceeds all our expectations. It's going to take a bit more tweaking before the drones can match his skill.
How penal is this penal unit, you ask? This place is a shithole. If you took the stink of all the corruption in the world, then corralled it all in one place, that would give you a pretty good idea of what the air smells like around here. We got all kinds of critters, too. Everything from flea-ridden guards, rabid dogs, and a mechanic doing the stretch for life. I can't forget the rats. Yeah, we got those. And some pilots who got their wings clipped, too. One's a great pilot, but a lousy thief. One's a gambler with no luck. And one's an anarchist with no balls. Their job here was to rev the engines on the fake runways. The idea was for Aruja's spy satellite to pick up the heat sig. Even though there weren't any real fighters here, it looked like it on their infrared. I'll bet you're wondering, if Aruja lost the war, how come they still have a spy satellite? Because someone over there was smart enough to train a bunch of computer nerds to hack into half of Osia's satellites. That's how come. Every now and again, I'd try to bust out. And every single time, those damn dogs would drag me right back. When I was in my cell, I'd hear this voice coming from the guards room. It was the Erusian princess rallying her people on the Erusian national broadcast. All us prisoners had become big fans of hers. You want to hear something funny? The guards were big fans too. I swear to God, every time she was on the air, they'd turn up the volume on the radio and sit there listening. I could see how someone like her could win the hearts and minds of soldiers and workers alike. When the princess said something, you could tell she meant every word. Lately, she'd been having more fun with her speeches, and that made her seem even more charming. You could say her charm was like a virus. Whenever she'd point out stuff that was wrong with Osia, the prisoners in here went nuts. Hell, if anyone knew how messed up Osia was, it was the prisoners. They'd shout, "Burn Osia down." No way am I just gonna sit here and rot away in this hellhole. Dark blue. Instead of building fake-ass planes to trick Aruja, I'm gonna build one that'll really take off. You can count on that.
As proved by the failure of our previous strategy, the Arsenal birds have bolstered the enemy's anti-air network. This will be difficult to overcome. However, we still need to get swiftly to the space elevator no matter what it takes. Someone there is counting on us. The hero of the Circum-Pacific War and the man who spearheaded the construction of the space elevator. Osia's former president, Mr. Harling. Mr. Harling was inspecting the elevator when the war broke out. He's been classified as missing since the elevator was taken over by the Erusian forces. However, according to the latest intel, a military officer accompanying Mr. Harling hid him inside the facility. Both are waiting for a chance to escape. Enemy anti-air radar network has been set up around the space elevator. It's likely a large squadron would be detected. We will send a single aircraft through the network and send in a rescue team soon after. A number of anti-air radars have been set up around the space elevator. However, our reconnaissance suggests their network is weakest along the southeastern coast of Selatapura, so we can elude the enemy's observation. There are a lot of rain clouds this time of year. Flying through the clouds will enable us to stay hidden from their radar.
Why just fly under the
If you
radar?
happen to be detected by their radar, we will be forced to abort the mission. The lone pilot will head up this strategy as you, Trigger. After you bust through, secure the rescue craft's landing zone by taking out the anti-air weapons. Gollum and others will arrive shortly for support. Provide escort for Mr. Harling's craft after rendezvous. Good luck out there, everyone.
No. I'm gonna take a break now. This game is kind of taxing on my head.